Hey guys, my name is Njue and this is SNAPPY 7, and today we have the honor of being joined by the one and only Mr. Njue, the director, writer of the movie 18 Hours. Mr. Kevin, karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You had such a wonderful time doing what you're doing, and you had such a big movie premiere in Kenya. It's never been seen. Can you take us through the journey? Tell us a little bit about it.
The premiere happened on Friday, the 10th of November, which was last week. We had our premiere at Prestige Plaza. And as you said, I was also as surprised as anyone else because I was not involved in the management of the event, so we had another team do it. So when I walked in, I was as surprised as everyone else who came in, and yeah, I'm happy that we had the premiere.
Yeah. Rudisha was there. So you say you didn't know he was going to show up the way he did, the way he surprised everyone?
I actually, funny story is, I knew that we were going to have a stunt with David Rudisha.
Yeah.
And the good thing, the team we were working with didn't want us to be involved as much so that we can also be surprised. So I think 2 days to the premiere, they told us, guys, the Rudisha thing won't be happening, I'm so sorry. And kind of broke our hearts, and we're like, and the way I wanted it to happen. So on the day of the premiere, I just walk in and I'm told, Rudisha is happening, get ready, Rudisha is happening. So I was as surprised as everyone else, which was a good surprise.
It's a huge movie. It's a lot of people who have watched it and people who have read about the story. Can you go from the start? Why did you decide to do such a movie? With all these things which are happening in Kenya, why that particular movie? Story?
So I've pretty much said this before, but when I read that story on the newspaper, like everyone else, 2 years ago, I was heartbroken that such a thing would happen in our country, in the capital, Nairobi. So in my own small way, I asked myself, what can I do to make a difference? What can I do so that this doesn't happen again? So together with my team, Bill Afani and Phoebe Rogoro, we decided let's make a movie, fictional movie, but really inspired from that story. And that was kind of the genesis of how we started making the movie. So it's been a 2-year journey with so many ups and so many downs as well, and challenges. But yeah, 2 years later, we have our premiere.
Yeah. And deep down in your heart, how do you feel right now? That you came to see your fruits fulfilled and all that.
I'm humbled and at the same time excited. I'm excited because now it has us having a world premiere here, having it be the biggest premiere our country has experienced in terms of a film. I'm humbled and privileged, but at the same time I'm inspired because now filmmakers out there can't believe we can do it here. We can present a world-class film to Kenyans here, and it can be something that can be sustainable and can be a business.
So you read the story and it was heartbreaking. How did you write it? You're not a doctor. How did you coin all those?
Yes, sure, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
So the writing part, first I had to identify what are the emotional arcs I want throughout the story. What are the connections or moments I want to have in the film. After I wrote that, I did a bit of Googling to get the medical stuff, but that I purely owe that to Dr. Benjamin Washira from the Emergency Medicine Kenya Foundation. So I presented to him a very raw script and told him, Doctor, I don't know anything about medicine. Help me out. So he's the one who kind of put in the medical stuff and made it as authentic as possible in terms of the medicine.
And did you get to meet the family of the late?
Yes.
Wife,
yeah, we got to meet the family of the late Alex Madaga. I met the wife, Jessica. I met the dad and the extended family. So before we even premiered, they had already seen the film. So we had a small screening for them at Power 254. So we just booked in the theater, brought in the family. So I think there were about 10, including the dad and the wife and the extended brothers and uncles. And that was the first time they watched the film, and it was so emotional to them. And the good thing, they told us, guys, you can now release the film. We've given you our support.
Marketing the film, why did you take up social media? You're all over everywhere before the film. Yeah.
one of the things I would say we had is we didn't have a huge marketing budget. So we really had a very tiny budget in terms of marketing. So we were looking at what innovative ways can we come up with in which we can still reach a wide audience. And one of the things is social media. Everyone now is on Facebook. Everyone now is on Instagram, Twitter, and so social media was the one hub. We could find every Kenyan and we could share the message with them.
Yeah.
And it was, of course, it was not as expensive as a billboard.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't put any billboards. So you are a celebrity now, you're all over the newspapers, and your friends, what are they telling you?
I wouldn't call myself that. I actually wouldn't even call myself that, but I am. People are, your Instagram is getting more inboxes, your Facebook is getting more inboxes, but I try to handle it in what can I do to help a person. So friends are like, oh, I want to be an actor. And I tell them, well, this is how I can help you to become an actor. I want to be a director. This is what I can help you to become a director. So most of the conversations are not geared so much towards celebrity. It's geared more towards, can I be a mentor to someone?
All right, so Mr. Kevin, take us through your journey, where you started this.
Mimi nilizaliwa Nyeri. So I was born in Nyeri, nilizaliwa Nyeri so many years ago.
Yeah,
25 years ago in Nyeri. And that's where I pretty much grew up for like 4 years. And then my dad was shifted to Mombasa. So we all moved to Mombasa. So my childhood I can't even remember much of Nyeri because I was really small. But my whole childhood was now in Mombasa. In Mombasa, we stayed at a place called Kiembeni. So we stayed there for over 10 years. So I stayed there, and then my dad was again moved back to Nairobi, and the whole family decided, well, let's just move back to, let's move to Nairobi actually. So that's been my kind of journey growing up. So I'm from Nyeri, Mombasa, and now I'm in Nairobi. Schools, I studied in Nyeri, Mombasa, and Nyahururu, and yeah.
And what's coming up next? What are you working on right now?
So right now, hopefully next year, we'll have another film. I'm in the process of writing it. I'm actually kind of have a draft of a script, which is not good at all. You can't even give anyone to read it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on right now. Actually, from now, feature, go just concentrate so much on writing it, and then next year, hopefully we get to film it and we get to premiere it next year.
Do you have a distributor, international distributor, South Africa?
So for the film, we're working with different partners.
Yeah.
We're working with Chapter One, who are the official sponsors for the premiere. They are pretty much a public policy and advocacy group, and we're also working with Emergency Medicine Kenya Foundation, who are now the medicine people, the doctors. And then we're also working with Flair, which is a new company that's about to release an app that it's pretty much an Uber for ambulances. So from where you are, you can just click and an ambulance comes to your location. And then we're also working with our distributor, which is the East African distributor, called Crimson Multimedia. They are responsible for having our film in the cinemas. So those are our partners.
So it can be watched where at the moment right now?
Right now you can watch the film in Kenya, you can watch it in Nairobi, you can watch it at Prestige Plaza, Ngong Road, you can watch it at Anga Panari, Mombasa Road, and you can watch it at Westgate Cinema in Westlands. You can also catch it in Mombasa, Nyali Cinemax, and Anga Mega in Kisumu. You can also watch it in Tanzania as well, and in two venues in Tanzania, Suncrest Cinema in Mwanza, and it's also showing in Arusha, and we are trying to have it in Uganda now and Rwanda, possibly in the next few weeks.
How was it being like, how were they telling you the feedback?
The feedback has been good. I I've personally tried not to read as much in terms of reviews.
Yeah.
But I've read, I think, a few which were really good and encouraging, and I'm happy for the reviews we're getting. So what I would encourage people is to go out there, watch, then tell us what you think.
Any critics?
Yeah, there has been critics.
What are they saying?
You never miss critics. We've had several critics.
Yeah.
And you know, but I see them as an opportunity to get better. So if someone comes and tells me this movie hype work, and I genuinely think they have a point, then I see that as an opportunity to improve. But there are critics when you do work, or there's one Nick tweeted. He tweeted Nick Lender,
yeah.
And then Nick Lender retweeted, so I got to see it. And the guy he hasn't watched the film, so those are the kind of critics that puzzle me.
They haven't watched the film yet,
but
they have their own opinion.
They have an opinion. So he was, I've watched the trailer, and see, I don't like the fact that you guys are using English. You should be using Swahili. You saw that.
Yeah.
And then Nick replied to him, oh, well, you're using English to tell me that. So how does that even work?
Yeah, that's Nick.
And they need to see the film, because the film has Kiswahili.
Yeah.
And we try to be authentic as possible. Well, our characters that we've developed in the film had to use English.
Yeah. And Swahili also.
And they had some Swahili in there. It's in Kenya. It has Swahili. So what I tell such a critic is first go see the film, and then now come and let's engage.
All right. Njue. Shukran.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, catch the film around Kenya. It's showing everywhere. If film mzuri sana, endeni muone. Thank you so much for watching Snappy 7. See you next week.